ensuring that we never ask you to go and do the American people's business unless it is in the interest of the United States of America, and that's how we honor the sacrifice of our troops.
A little loud. I think this should be fine now.
That's why we care so much about free speech, as Charlie lived and died for the basic principle that we ought to be able to talk about our differences, we ought to be able to debate them, and we ought to have faith that the best way to make sure that the best idea wins is to actually just have a discussion. And that is what this event is all about. That is what Turning Points USA is all about. And I'm so proud.
JD Vance in Oxford, Mississippi, where I'm from. So let's react to it. Let's see what he's got to us.
One of the most important parts
see what he got
Charlie's
to it for us.
Because we're going to have a discussion tonight, and that's what Charlie would want us to do. Now,
I don't know what he said.
Because we're going to have a discussion honoring one of the most important parts of Charlie's legacy. Because we're going to have an honoring one of the most person, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, for coming out and honoring one of the most important parts of Charlie's legacy. Because we're going to have a discussion tonight.
Okay.
Was unable. You know, if you've ever known anybody who's grieving, sometimes it's unable. They're unable to even hold a single thought for more than a few seconds. And what Erica told me, and I'm going to get a little emotional, is that she said that Charlie never yelled at her, he never cussed at her, and that to me is a great legacy to leave as a husband and a father for your wife.
I hope the debate comes up instead of all this rah-rah, bro.
And Charlie was a good man. But he also had the legacy of believing in political debate, and he was the most effective person in politics that I have ever seen. And by the way, that's not because Charlie always agreed with me and the president's policies. I remember one time in particular where Charlie Kirk called me, and guys, he was mad. It was one, you know, I wouldn't say the last conversation that I had with him, but it was in the last few months of his life, and he called me and he said, JD, I'm really worried. I'm really worried that what's going on in the Middle East right now is going to lead the United States into a protracted military conflict. I've never told anybody that Charlie was really worried about that in the final months of his life. Now, here's the thing. Charlie was so effective, and he was so trusted by both me and the President of the United States that when Charlie made that phone call, I didn't say, screw you, you don't know what you're talking about. I listened to him. And I really believe that one of the reasons why the President of the United States knocked out the Iranian nuclear facilities, but never got the United States into a protracted military conflict and never lost a single American in a Middle Eastern conflict is because we had the wisdom and the good sense.
What about in South America, JD? Can somebody ask him that? Didn't Trump say we're going to put troops on the ground there in Venezuela? I don't think Kirk lived long enough to see that, but yeah, boots on the ground there. He doesn't want to talk about that, though.
It was a great moment for my friendship with Charlie Kirk, because friendship is not just about telling everybody what they want to hear. It's not just about agreeing with everybody all the time. It's about having the trust in another human being that you can tell them they're wrong.
Guys, I'm switching over to my other channel. I'm sorry, I have to, because I can